All right, today's mystery guest, Joy Sears. Yeah.
Hello.
They can hear us, but they can't hear what's going on in there. The microphone picks up pretty good, actually. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, he's introducing us right now. Yay!
Hello, everybody.
Joy is back. It's an encore performance.
Yes, it is.
And we have to tell everyone that Joy, what is today for you, Joy?
Today is my wedding anniversary.
Yeah, nice. 36 years.
Yeah.
She told us that already. Yeah, we looked that up as we discussed that. 36
We
years.
did. I got ripped off because I got a precious moment. I didn't get a set of bone china.
You know what?
I'm
That's
gonna
kind of close,
I know
though.
it is. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is pretty close.
It is. Uh-huh.
So my mom, and she used to collect them, had like a ton of precious moments. But I didn't know if that was like in the 80s and early 90s. They're still out there?
They're still out there.
Do you have like certain ones you want? Like, do you see a catalog or?
I don't really do it too much anymore.
Okay.
In fact, at one time I was trying to give them away.
Okay.
But I still have them all.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It is looks like a grandpa and grandma sitting on rockers. They're holding hands, and you could clearly see their wedding bands. And at the bottom it says happily ever after.
Oh, nice.
You're my happily ever after.
Okay. So it was anniversary themed precious moment.
Yes, and it's actually pretty big. It's
Yeah.
not like one of the small
Yeah, because
ones.
some of them are just tiny, like the size,
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice of him. He
That's
saw
very cool.
it popped up or something. He saw it, so he ordered
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
that's very cool.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Precious moments, Mike. Is that precious moments kind of person? Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I'm not a grandmother, but I do have kids old enough that I could be a grandmother.
You'll probably be a grandma
Yeah.
soon-ish.
Maybe.
Soonish, yeah.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later. Huh.
Why not?
Why not? We're not rocking. None of us are rocking chair type people. We have grandparents on our team, and they're not
Yeah, we
rocking
do.
chairing.
Yeah, no, they're not at all.
So, in fact, she could beat me up. I mean, she comes to spin class and she has the biceps up and hi, because she could probably hear. And I always joke with her. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, so she's a tough cookie.
Yeah, she is.
So
yeah.
But yeah. So don't be messing with grandma and grandpa because. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I was married at 12, so it's 36 years.
Well, you guys have those West Virginia ties.
We do.
So, 12,
do.
13, I mean, that's like pretty much middle age, isn't it?
Exactly.
They're like, when are you guys going to get into this? Oh, my gosh. But Joy and I are also on the same bocce team. So, and this is our year.
Yep.
We talk about the bocce all through the summer.
We do.
So,
we do. And I think Scott likes bocce, but he likes what comes
The
with
bocce accoutrements, yeah.
Yes,
I like them all. This is our year.
Well, thank you.
We
Thank
know
you.
this is going to be our year.
Yep.
Well, welcome, Joy. Thank you very much for coming on out
Yeah,
on this.
absolutely.
What is this weather like?
Oh, this is like March.
This is like March. I know.
Yeah,
It's like warm and it's cold. And yesterday sweating. Today.
Yeah. It's
So,
crazy.
It is crazy, but it's May 2nd. It's Tuesday. It is 2017. We are reading live from the Tribune Chronicle and the Youngstown Vindicator. You want to do the Vindicator? I'll do the Trib. That's cool.
Okay, that's good.
Do you find something you want to start off with, or do you want me to lead off?
Oh, go ahead. You start.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about Auto Park Fit finds a home in Warren. Warren native Christopher Allen is moving forward with plans to build an automated parking systems in Warren, but not at the former Delphi plant on Dana Street Northeast. Allen announced Monday, after an unsuccessful negotiation with Maximus 3 Properties, which owns the former Delphi plant, he has instead opted to purchase the former General Electric building at 310 Dana Street Northeast, which is near the Delphi plant, as well as the former GE Lamb plant site. Maximus 3 Properties is owned by Sergio DiPaolo of Girard. The two sides met in March, according to Allen. It's unfortunate that we've not come to an agreement, but we've got to move forward, said Allen, who's founder and CEO of Auto Park It. We are about 18 months behind schedule. The businessman announced in January he was in negotiations to purchase a second property in the Mahoning Valley as a backup to the former Delphi building, but would not say where the property was located. It turns out the site was the former GE building, which is about 100,000 square feet. Allen closed on the purchase last month. Dasher Lawless, Auto Parkets Development Company, paid cash for the building. Between the building and the 4 acres on the former land plan at 1210 North Park Avenue Northeast, about 10 acres were purchased. Since October 2015's announcement, at which he said he was bringing the Auto Parkett manufacturing facility to Warren, Allen has hired 20 engineers and architects and now in offices in Ohio, Michigan, California, and in Canada. He expects to add another 4 within 60 to 90 days. In 12 months, the number of employees should be about 50, he said. Because of the size and design of the former GE building, Allen said it will not be used as the company's primary manufacturing facility. It will be used to do some basic fabrication and testing of equipment. Yeah, maybe continue the story. Dasher Lawless is looking into a larger facility more suitable for the size of equipment Auto Parkett will need to manufacture sections of its automated parking facilities. While it is looking for an existing facility, Allen said he's opting to build a new facility as well. Because of its size, at 322,000 square foot and the location on a rail line, the former Packard Electric site was ideal. He is hoping to find a manufacturing facility of similar size. The company will lease the property. Auto Parkett already spent about $2.5 million on the project. While this is a drop of bucket in the scope of what our company wants to do, it's still a large investment, Allen said. In addition to the purchase of the GE properties, Allen said he already has contracts with local companies such as Bloom Industries, FlexDrive Incorporated, Star Manufacturing, Glunt Industries to do work at Auto Parkett. The next step is to look for an office building to renovate. Warren Mayor Doug Franklin expressed gratitude for Allen's commitment to bringing new jobs to the city. It is important that Auto Parkett owns this building so he can move forward, Franklin said. When one door closes, another door will open. Since this morning, we've already identified one potential site for the office. We're hoping to arrange a meeting with Mr. Allen's team and the building's owner. Wow, very interesting.
Very good.
Auto Parkett, automated parking. So I picture,
what is that?
I'm guessing it's kind of like a vending machine where you take your car and then you put in, it goes, and then parks the car, like that kind of thing, you know, like almost like, and then when you go to retrieve it, you put like a card in and it knows you're like, your car's at like G7 and it goes and brings your car back down.
Okay, now here's what I was thinking, sort of. Like in Pittsburgh, we went and parked, and you go to the machine and just pay that way.
Right, and then it stamps your thing, and then you
so
go.
You think it's even more than that?
I think it's like for those places with tight fits and stuff like that.
Cool.
So.
Like New York City?
Yeah, like New York City, yeah.
Okay, very good.
You went to Atria's when you were in Pittsburgh, huh?
Yeah.
That's an awesome place.
It is nice. Very nice.
Yeah, they have a couple different locations, so.
I guess in Wexford?
Yeah, and there used to be one in Murraysville. It might not be there anymore, but it's very cool.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, this is from the Vindicator. Round 2, damage area expands as more storms rock Valley. From blinding rain in Boardman to wires down in the city, first responders were busy Monday afternoon after the latest bands of storms moved through the valley. John Gresco, director of the Environmental Services of Park Vista Retirement Community on 5th Avenue, said the storm carried a quarter of the roof off the building. The strong winds came all at once. There was no major warning that it was coming, he said. The rain was just blowing sideways coming in here. Gresco said water came through the roof and leaked into residents' bathrooms. A few people were evacuated due to the minimal water damage, but soon returned. Gresco said the damage thankfully didn't displace any residents or put them in danger. Into the night, with the help of Murphy Contracting Company, Park Vista sealed the openings, placed a temporary roof, and began removing the debris. Gresco said the building should be back to normal within 2 weeks, weather permitting. Local safety service forces and road departments were also dealing with the aftermath that included roads littered. Okay, next page. Roads littered. Oh my. With limbs, trees, and wires and buildings heavily damaged. There was no injuries reported despite the ferocity of the weather. A car lot at Oak and Fruit Streets on the east side was particularly hard hit, as it lost a large portion of its roof and debris was splayed across the Fruit Street. The area was also without power, and police had to direct traffic at the busy intersection just off the Madison Avenue Expressway. Mark, Pisser, and Terry was at the Royal Oaks bar across the street when the storm hit. It sounded like a train was coming down the street. Then we came outside, and all of a sudden we saw the roof of the Six Brothers car lot is just completely blown off. On the west side, power was out to the plaza housing the Mill Creek Deli on South Shenley Avenue. A power line was smoking, smoldering in the trees, and sparking on the ground. Bob Rahali, owner of the deli, said he thought all the windows would be broken. It was like a couple of explosions, he said. Police and fire crews in Youngstown were answering call after call for weather-related damages once the storm let up. Police Chief Robin Lee said the department's community police unit augmented regular beat cars to help out answering weather calls. It was like we had 7 extra cars on the road, he said. Fire Chief John O'Neill Jr. said the fire department called in 5 extra personnel to help them answer the nearly 50 calls about downed wires. The soggy weather is not over. Temperatures through next Monday will be unseasonably cool with highs in the lower to upper 50s, a National Weather Service meteorologist said. The high today in Mahoning Valley is expected to be 53 degrees with a low around 42 at night with some showers, he said. It's not going to be pretty for the next week or so. It's also expected to rain every day through Sunday. According to First Energy's website, 10,000 area customers were still without power in the valley late Monday night. 6,000 in Mahoning County, 4,200 in Trumbull County, and about 600 in Columbiana County. Some people will be without power until Wednesday, First Energy said. Charles Shasho, Director of Public Works, said the street department was working with First Energy to reopen roads closed by fallen trees or power lines as soon as possible. He warned travelers to exercise caution when approaching intersections as power outages have affected traffic signals. In Mahoning County, closed for several hours due to downed wires and storm damage, were State Route 534 between 62 and State Route 165 in Goshen Township, and State Route 626 between State Routes 164 and 7, the Ohio Department of Transportation announced. In Struthers, a tree slammed into a home at Omar and Argonne Streets about 3 p.m. No one was injured. Struthers firefighter Brian Stellato said the volume of citywide calls to first responders had been manageable. Struthers emergency lines, however, went down late Monday afternoon due to power outages, and it was still down at press time Monday night. Until the issue can be resolved, Struthers residents should contact Mahoning County Dispatch at 330-740-2370 for emergencies. Among many other reports, a tree blocking Salem Warren Road in Goshen, trees damaged on Hartford Avenue in the city, trees and wires down on Midlothian and Hillman. Firefighters are monitoring. Geez, I couldn't get that. A down power line at 1260 South Shenley Avenue about 2:30 p.m. The 2400-volt line occasionally was erupted into flames and buzzed loudly. The plaza there was evacuated and the road was closed between Bears Den and decamped roads. In Boardman, the township responded to calls about downed trees and power lines and businesses with damaged roofs. We had trees down all over the township, said the township administrator. It's been a messy 2 days. On Sunday, an area of township was hit by what the National Weather Service called a wet microburst. A sudden storm hit with heavy rains and winds up to 80 miles per hour, hitting the area off of Route 224, Market Street, Meadowbrook, and Southern Boulevard. The National Weather Service had representatives in Boardman on Monday. It doesn't appear as though it was a tornado, said the meteorologist Jim Kosarek with the National Weather Service. Monday's storm was more widespread, with calls coming in from all over the township. Lurie encouraged residents to call the township to report issues caused by the storm. The township's main number is 330-726-4177. I encourage people to contact the road department if they catch basins that are flooded. They can call us about any trees down, blocking the roadways, or on power lines. Fire Chief Mark Pitzer said the department received call after call on Monday from a tree falling on a house on Cherrywood Drive to a roof coming off a business on Carago Avenue. In Struthers, a tree slammed into a home on Argo. Oh, they said this already. The Struthers Fire Department relied on backup generators after losing power. About 30% of Austintown was without power Monday afternoon, according to First Energy. Fire Chief Andy Frost said there were several power lines down and at least 4 or 5 trees that had fallen on homes. Meanwhile, in Trumbull County, a tree fell on Morris Avenue in Girard about 2:15 p.m. Monday. No injuries. Girard Fire Captain Sal Ponzio said the department had responded to about a dozen weather-related calls by Monday afternoon. A tree fell on the Morris Avenue home, though no one was injured and no tree the tree did not affect power lines. Mayor James Melfi of Girard said the extent of the storm's damage to city infrastructure, including roads and sewers, remains to be seen. Okay.
Wow.
That was a long one. I'm sorry I didn't.
Oh, that's okay. No big deal. It's a lot of story. Now,
that is interesting.
Did you get storms on Sunday?
Well, we were riding in that bike ride. So
did you get hit with it in your bike ride?
No, we didn't.
That's
we
nice.
Got lucky. We got home in time. So it did rain later on Sunday. Yeah.
Because I live in Boardman, and I was in that microburst. Like the winds were whipping, and it came out of nowhere. Like it just hit, and it was like 20 minutes, and like there were a lot of branches and trees, and not trees, but a lot of. I'm like, wow. And of course, I thought I had it bad until you hear what other people. And you're like, oh, I guess it wasn't that bad.
It's crazy because they said the microburst also hit Girard yesterday. They don't mention that here, but someone mentioned that on Facebook.
Yeah.
That there was a bunch of trees.
There's a lot of trees down. I mean, and I know people that have trees down, and I mean, it's now. Were you home yesterday when the storm hit?
I was working, and I really expected to lose power, but I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised too. I mean, even the microburst, like I didn't lose power at all.
Yeah.
But in Austintown, it was down, and I think it was out until today. Like it was out almost 24 hours, I think, in parts of Austintown.
Yeah. Well, they said because the road, the ground is so saturated from all the water that the trees are easily.
Oh, that the roots are loose and all that stuff. Wow. Yeah. A microburst. That's a new word.
Well, I'm 57 years old, and I've never heard the word microburst.
Oh, see now,
you ever heard
yes,
it?
like there was probably about 10 years ago. There was a storm that hit Kennywood Park. Do you know where Kennywood Amusement Park is?
Yeah.
And it was I remember it. I was coming home and it hit and caused damage and might have even hurt a couple people. And they called it a microburst. That pretty much was right over Kennywood Park and caused damage. So like I was kind of aware of it. Yeah, that they use these terms. But at some point they thought it was a tornado in Canfield, and they were debating whether it was a Canfield or a tornado or a microburst. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you have a tree down in your front yard, do you really care?
No, it's still down.
Right.
So.
Or if it's on your house.
Right, exactly.
Seriously. Oh, well, it was just a microburst, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, seriously, I don't know. From Lordstown, local auto workers are waiting to hear whether their jobs will be cut this summer, and have received word that 2 weeks of downtime have been added to their 2017 production schedule. United Auto Workers Local 1714 President Rob Morales said Monday that employees at the General Motors Assembly Complex in Lordstown will be off work from June 19th through July 16th. Well, that's like a month. Plant leaders previously announced production at the Lordstown, where the Chevrolet Cruze is being made, will be halted the last 2 weeks of June to align with market demand as consumers continue to favor larger vehicles over small cars. Morales confirmed on Monday that the weeks of July 3rd and July 10th have been added to the plant's 2017 downtime schedule. Also, employees will know by the time they finish work on June 16th whether their jobs will be among those cut in a second round of indefinite layoffs, I'm sure is what the word is they're going for. Morales said workers will not laid off will return to their jobs on July 17th. The automaker, which cut more than 800 jobs with the elimination of the local plant's third shift in January, has not said how many people will be laid off in June. Last month, General Motors announced plans to roll back Cruze production in midsummer, but said the plant will maintain 2 shifts of production. The Lordstown plant has exclusively been making the Cruze sedan since it launched in 2010. The model's second generation went into production early last year. In February, GM added several weeks of downtime to the local plant's 2017 schedule. Production halted for 3 weeks in March. But U.S. deliveries of Cruze surged in March, continuing an upward trend for the small car, which posted its 8th consecutive month of sales growth. Sales leaped 88.3% in March, with 18,607 deliveries compared to 9,881 the same month last year, according to the GM sales report. The jump carried the Cruze up a notch from 4th place to number 3 on the automaker sales chart. The second generation Cruze in February was named to Consumer Reports 2017 annual top picks list. The redesigned Cruze earned top marks in the compact car category, the organization said. So General Motors is saying that because of low gas prices, people are buying bigger cars, but yet the Cruze's sales surged 88% and leaped to number 3 on their sales chart.
Right.
Isn't that talking out both sides?
Right. And here's what's interesting. Last time I was here, we talked about the Cruze.
Okay.
And what they did, I forget what month I was here.
Uh-huh.
They were shipping made the cruises that were made from Mexico
Yeah.
up here because they were short. They didn't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and I think that they do there's a hatchback version, and that's only made in Mexico.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize
But I think
that.
they also make the other one too. So
Yeah.
we know what they're doing, and whether you like our current president or not, this is one of the things that he wants to stop. You know, this shifting jobs to off the United States,
Right,
and then
exactly.
it's still being economically feasible for them to bring it back at a
Mm-hmm.
at a cheaper rate than what you're paying American workers, and that's
Right.
one of the things that he wants to work on. So
Yeah, but they are saying they're kind of.
yeah, they're saying, oh, sales are down, and they're
But
up
they surged.
88.3%.
Yeah, it doesn't make.
I don't
sense.
know, you know, if my sales are down 88.3% up, I mean, I would love to see what really up is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, oh well.
Okay, from the Vindicator, leaders are optimistic about new hospital ownership. Union leaders at local hospitals say they are ready and hopeful for positive change at the Valley Care Health System of Ohio. The sale of 8 community health system hospitals to Boston-based Steward Healthcare was completed Monday. The sale included Valley Care Health System of Ohio, which is comprised of a 355-bed Northside Medical Center in Youngstown, the 311-bed Trouble Memorial Hospital in Warren, and the 69-bed Hillside Rehabilitation Hospital in Howland. We are very pleased with their approach, said Thomas Connolly, president of American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Local 2026, representing about 400 registered nurses at Trumbull Memorial. We look forward to collaborating with them. We believe we are going to see significant improvements in the way employees are treated and our patients are treated. The sale, announced in February, which included 258-bed Sharon Regional Health System in Sharon, Pennsylvania, and the 196-bed Easton Hospital in Easton, Pennsylvania, and 3 hospitals in Florida. The value of the sale has not been released, but Tennessee-based CHS said it would use the funds to pay off debts. CHS purchased Valley Care, formerly Forum Health, out of bankruptcy in 2010. Steward is a private physician-led for-profit healthcare provider with 18 hospitals in 4 states, with 4,300 doctors and 23,000 employees. In 2010, Steward acquired the Caritas Christi Health System, a nonprofit Roman Catholic healthcare system. Steward is backed by Suberus Capital Management of New York. The purchase of CHS hospitals was first for the company outside of Massachusetts. As we expand our integrated community-based healthcare model to new regions, we look forward to ensuring the highest level of care for our new patients, said Dr. Mark Gerard, president of Steward Healthcare Network, in a statement. We are proud to welcome the patients, employees, and physicians in these communities into the Steward family. Lori Hornberger, president of the Youngstown General Duty Nurses Association, affiliated with Ohio Nurses Association, representing more than 200 registered nurses, said she met with Steward officials on Monday. We are hopeful for the change, Hornberger said. We welcome the new change. I think the same goal is quality care for patients. Also on Monday, CHS reported first quarter revenues of $4.4 billion, a 10.3% decrease compared with $4.9 billion for the same period in 2016. CHS reported $198 million loss during the first quarter compared with $12 million in income during the first quarter of 2016.
Wow.
Hospitals, it's big business.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
It's crazy.
And they're all just saying they're getting squeezed by the insurance companies.
Yeah.
And insurance companies say we're in trouble, and then they have, you know, they're declaring record profits.
Yeah.
What's up with this?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, you know, Medicare sets like certain payments too. Like say you go for a chest X-ray.
Right.
Medicare is only going to pay so much for it.
And they said, this is it. This is what you get.
Right.
Have a nice day.
So what happens is the rest of the insurance companies kind of go by that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they figure if that's a number, that's a fair number.
Yeah. So.
And then the person that doesn't have insurance pays this inflated street rate.
Exactly.
And if they don't have insurance, they don't have the money.
Exactly.
So they're like getting double dinged.
Exactly. And you're not allowed to like write anything off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, Scott.
There's certainly, we do understand when people say, you know, that the healthcare industry does need attention. Now, I guess the question is how you get there, you know, it seems to be the $1 million question.
Exactly.
You know, we've had one administration try one way, and there are successful parts of the current healthcare plan.
Right.
Now our current president's saying we want to take that. There's certain things, yes, we accept are good from that and want to adjust it.
Right.
I mean, we'll see where it's going to go.
I think all the senators and congressmen have pretty good insurance.
Is it? And you know what? Isn't that the irony? Is that why
It
you're
is.
voting on something for people that you have no concept of, and
Right.
that you're not even in? You have no skin in the game whatsoever.
Yeah. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. I don't know.
Nor myself either.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but hey, we're just here doing what we do.
Yep.
All right, we're going to turn our attention now to court news. You're listening to the Youngstown Radio Reading Service. This is WYSUSCA here in Youngstown, Ohio. We're going to go to the Vindicator, and we're going to look and see if we have any court news, Joy, because I don't know if we
Okay.
do or not.
Oh.
Let's see. So we're going to look and see if we can find
Where's
some court
it at?
news. It varies. It truly does. So just kind of go through and just see if you can find some court news. And like I said, sometimes there are, sometimes there's not. It would not be super surprising if there's not. It doesn't look like there is. I'm just going back through again to make sure I didn't miss it. But it doesn't look like that there is any court news. So which happens?
Either. Yeah.
So what we're going to do, though, is we do have verse, which I did see. I think they are on page, yes, they're on page A8. And we do have some verse from both St. Joseph's Warren Hospital and St. Elizabeth Boardman Hospital. From St. Joseph Warren Hospital, it's about towards the bottom, second half of the
Okay.
page. From St. Joseph Warren Hospital, Clarice Kozak of Warren had a boy on April 28th.
From St. Joe's, Bethany DeBell and Ryan Daniels Sr. had a boy on April 30th.
Marquala Murphy of Warren had a boy on April 30th.
At St. Elizabeth Boardman, James and Kelly Felgenhauer from Canfield had a girl April 30th.
Louis Preston and Noel Alvarez of Youngstown had a boy on April 30th.
Jesse and Bethany Zarillo from East Liverpool had a girl on April 30th.
So we have 2, 4, 6. Two mommies and daddies have the same last name. We always kind of count to see.
Yeah,
So we're like a
that's
third.
Good, though.
That's not
That's-
horrible.
Some nights it's never any of them.
It's right. It's not horrible.
Yeah, very good.
But last week, Mr. McNaughton said that if we read his, because his wife uses her professional name,
Okay.
then he goes, so I
that's
was not
right.
being fair. I said, I think that's still a small percentage.
Yeah.
I said,
yeah.
I get it. I said, but I said, I still don't think that is a huge number.
Yeah.
The next thing on our list is selected local stocks. Joy, they are on page A10 of the Vindicator. And these are selected local stocks as of 4 p.m. on Monday's close, not to be construed as an offer or recommendation to buy or sell any security. Elko Incorporated closed at $33.28. Joy, they're down 45 cents.
Okay. Aqua America closed at $32.94, down 15 cents.
Avalon Holdings, $2.47. They're up 7 cents.
Chemical Bank was closed at $48.14. Oh, up 69 cents.
Community Health Systems, $8.62. They're up a penny. That was before they must have got that news then yesterday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Cortland Bancorp up 8. They closed at 18.75 and they're up a quarter.
Farmers National Bank, $14.50, up 20 cents.
First Energy 29.46, down 48 cents.
Fifth Third Bank, $24.79, up 36 cents.
First Merit Corp, they're at 0 and they gained 37 cents.
I
They
think
were
that-
negative.
That must be some sort of typo, I would
You
imagine.
think? Well, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, that is scary. First Now's Financial closed at $10.50. They are, like we say, level. Woo, woo. We celebrate the levels. I don't know why we do. Andy says in England when they do the stocks and there's no change, they call it level. So
Level.
yeah,
Okay.
level. It sounds so dignified.
It does.
No change. It's level.
FNB Corp 14.46, up 22 cents.
General Motors closed at $34.20. They're down 44 cents.
General Electric closed at $28.94. They're down 44 cents.
Huntington Bank, $13.09, up 23 cents.
iHeartMedia closed at $2.10. They're down 5 cents.
JP Morgan Chase, $87.06, up 6 cents.
Key Corp closed at $18.55. They're up 31 cents.
Macy's, $28.86, down 36 cents.
Parker Hannifin closed at $158.93, and they're down $1.87.
PNC, $121.15, they're up $1.40.
Simon Properties. What?
That's 168.
Oh, 168.61, down, up $3.35.
Stone Ridge, $19.84, up 23 cents.
And United Community Financial, they're at $8.62, and they're down, up 8 cents.
Wow, gas prices around Ohio are down compared with a week ago, leaving them near where they were at this time last year. The average for a gallon of regular fuel in Ohio was $2.28 on Monday's survey from Auto Club UAAA, Oil Price Information Service, and WEX Incorporated. And that's about a dime from where it was last week, and just under the average a year ago, it was $2.30. The national average was $2.39, about down 3 cents from last week, and the national average a year ago was lower at $2.21. AAA says anticipated higher summer demand hasn't yet kicked in, so prices at the pump are expected to rise in the coming weeks.
Oh, wow. I think it was $2.17 in Niles when I went through.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's always a little cheaper. It's like $2.29 in Boardman. Boardman's always higher.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's something with Trumbull County or Warren, because like in Warren by my house or by my office is always cheaper than Boardman.
Maybe Mahoning County puts a gas tax.
Maybe
more than ours.
Yeah,
maybe Trumbull County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always look at the gas prices when I drive past. Like I'm sort of cognizant of that. Do you sort of pay attention?
Oh, always.
Yeah.
We've got that gas buddy.
So you like
we
you'll
travel. Doug like, okay, we're going next exit.
Because it's 5 cents.
cents.
I would do that if I was driving. I would do that. I should get that because
it's called Gas Buddy.
Gas Buddy, and then it follows your trip making and your GPS.
Even at home, hey, where do you want to go? Should we go to Sheetz? Should we go to Speedway?
Yeah, and then Sheetz on Tuesday. It used to be you got 15 cents off.
Yeah, used to. I think it's still done. They still
no, because I don't know. Last week I tried it, and I tried it this week and it didn't work either. I just got gas on my way down. Okay. I got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I use GetGo, and do you use the GetGo coupon or the points?
Yes.
So, but I like to store them all up until there's like a nice number. Like, do you do that, or do you use them each time?
It depends if.
Like I'll store them up. Like I'll say pass, and then I'm like I'm gonna save it for more. Like I don't know why.
So you can get like for 40 cents.
Right, then you feel really good. Like I filled my tank up for $2. You know, I don't know why we do that. It's a little victories in life.
But you still want to buy all those groceries, you know what I'm saying?
You know how many groceries it takes me to get gas at $2, you know, or at 40 cents?
Yeah.
It takes me forever.
Yeah. But I think groceries are so expensive.
Yeah. Do you buy a lot of groceries?
We do.
Do you really?
Every week.
Really?
I spent $200 last week.
For just the 2? Well, there's 3. There's
us.
3 at the house.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's a week's worth of groceries.
Well, it lasts usually.
Like, and there's some staples in there.
Yeah, we always get. There's certain things we buy every week, like our fruit and
And then there's sometimes when you're getting things like detergent and like you know some bigger things that you don't buy every grocery trip.
Yeah, but I think groceries have really gone up.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
I don't buy that many groceries though, but I mean I still probably spend for a single guy. I probably spend $40 a week. That's probably nothing.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah. Well, there's only really. On a normal week in my, we were talking about routines of life, and I've talked about all my routines. Tonight is, I'll have Little Caesars pizza.
Okay.
And I'll eat the other half tomorrow night, and then I eat Subway on Thursday. And then Friday night, I'll probably go out. Friday nights, Saturday nights, I usually go out. Okay. Sunday nights are usually the only night I cook at home. Monday nights, I make I make rice and chicken that's in a frozen bag thing that you cut.
Oh, but that's probably good.
It's okay. And that's what I eat. And then my Tuesday, so like there's only like 2 days. And then I pack my lunch Monday through Friday usually, or Monday through Thursday. Friday we go to El Toro where I always get grilled chicken quesadilla and rice. They don't even give me a menu. Like the waiters know. They're just like, yeah, fine, whatever. I left my cell phone there a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And the guy and my buddy called because and he's like, the guy that gets the grilled. They're like, yeah. And they're like, they went right over and had it. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Now, do you budget money for going out, or you know?
I don't know. I just kind of, yeah.
So, because you wonder, it may be cheaper to eat in a couple more days, but I'm not trying to say you should.
You know what? And really, it's not. I mean, because it probably isn't because you figure a Little Caesars pizza is like $5.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, it's 2 days.
Yeah.
So like that's a pretty cheap meal. You know.
That is $2.50.
Yeah, seriously. That's not, I mean, that's like one step above ramen noodles.
That's
if you
cheaper
really.
than the DiGiorno.
Yes.
Really.
And I got to put it in the oven and wait for it. Yeah. Now, granted, I get it. I get it what it is. It's not horrible.
Yeah.
It's not great. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go home and this is what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to eat my Little Caesars pizza and I'm going to watch the final reunion part 3 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's probably what I'm going to watch tonight. You know, I lead a pretty tragic life at home, you know. And tomorrow night it'll be the second half of Little Caesars Pizza with probably watching Southern Charm. Do you watch that?
Oh yeah, I like that.
That one's good, yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that Cameron.
Yeah, you know she's gonna have a baby too.
Oh.
Yeah, in real life, like after the season, she's gonna she got pregnant.
Oh, okay. Well, good for her.
Yeah.
She was struggling with.
I have a feeling she's not gonna be on the show though when she has a kid. That's just my gut feeling.
Yeah, but she kind of does it because it's kind of like her narrating.
Right. She kind of steps away from most of the drama, and even her husband, who's a doctor, doesn't participate in it.
Yeah.
You know, so I have a feeling that once she has the baby or is pregnant, he's going to say, look, we're not doing, and you don't have to.
Did you see last night's episode?
I have not. It's on my TV. I'll watch tomorrow.
Good. It's good. Yeah.
Because what was going on?
There's a new guy in town, Austin.
Yeah, and he's like scooping on that girl.
Yeah, and so him and Shep are kind of got a little rivalry going.
He is like Shep Jr.
They have a basketball game to play, and you'll see what happens. Yeah.
I think Shep. I think Shep's getting a little long in the tooth, and I think he kind of knows it, but he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Right.
And so he deflects by going. That other guy that he was going after before, he's not all pulled together either. Craig, but I think he just did that. I think he was deflecting. Yeah. And this Austin guy is the younger, Shep 2.0. Yeah. And I don't think he likes that. Yeah. You know.
He doesn't like anyone to steal his thunder.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing about that show is like him and Mr. Ravenel and the other guy who really runs the show, like his mom's super rich. Yeah. They're getting a little long in the tooth to be playing these games.
Right.
You know. Exactly. They go out to these clubs and stuff like that. You're a little long in the tooth, you know.
You'll see in last night's episode what Thomas says about that. He's starting to notice now that he's not what he used to be because he's in his 50s.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see when his kids walked past him and he didn't even acknowledge them?
Yeah, that's horrible.
That is horrible. But you don't know if that was for TV too.
Yeah, true.
You know.
True. Yeah, true.
But yeah, did you watch the third part of the reunion of Atlanta?
No, I don't think I have seen that one yet. Yeah.
So that's one to watch tonight.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It'll be bad.
Okay, should we?
We should probably do more. We can do whatever news you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheets to hire 3,400 people.
Wow.
Sheets recently announced plans to hire more than 3,400 employees company-wide. Sheets will have open interviews for full-time and part-time positions starting Wednesday at its 550 locations. Wow. For more information, go to sheets.com.
That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
I like Sheets. Do you like Sheets?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever get the made-to-order food?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We love it. And like when you wait for the food, they've got good music playing. So I'm like dancing. I can't wait to get my sub.
Yeah. I'm going to get my sub. It's going to be good.
There are some. Have you ever been to one where you can actually order the food outside when you're pumping gas?
No, like they have like the touchscreen at the pump.
Yes.
Wow.
And I forget where it's at, but there are some.
Some of the newer ones. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yep.
All right, for more on Eastern Gateway Community College is moving out of its 239 Main Avenue Southwest site, still commonly referred to as the former Mickey's Army Navy store, and is on the hunt for a new location for its local campus. The move from the downtown Warren building begins this month, said Jamie Bruce, college president. He said the structure needs a new roof and leaking has caused some issues for the college. There's also been some flooding in the basement. Bruce said that the college does not own the building and does not know whether there are plans to sell it. We are planning to maintain a site in Warren, Bruce said. The Steubenville-based institution, which also has a campus in Youngstown, is already working with the Warren City Schools to offer classes this summer at Warren G. Harding High School. Warren Superintendent Steve Chiaro said it's important for the community to do what it can to make sure the college remains here in the city of Warren. When we became aware of the need, we were happy to be part of any efforts to assist Eastern Gateway and the students of the college that it serves, said Chiaro. It's important for us, our city, our school district, our students, and for the college to stay here in Warren. Ryan Odernick, the Dean of Admissions, said that the Warren campus has just under 100 students and enrollment has almost doubled from the fall to spring semesters. He said that the college is looking at several possibilities for a new location. We've been evaluating and looking at all the available options to help our students finish what they started and provide opportunities for new students, he said. We're trying to be deliberate and thoughtful about this. The move marks the college's third since expanding into Warren several years ago. In 2014, college officials told the Tribune Chronicle that the school needed more space to accommodate its increasing enrollment, and the school's partner, Higher Education Partners, purchased the Main Avenue building, which also housed several businesses along with the Army-Navy store. The college moved from the Atrium building in Warren to Main Avenue site in January of 2015. Higher Education Partners and the company's CEO, Michael Perrick, could not be reached for comment. The phone number listed on the company's website was out of service. HEP, which lists an office in Providence, Rhode Island on its website, says it provides resources, expertise, and innovative learning solutions to community colleges and universities seeking to expand and creatively tailor their services to the communities. The company lists Eastern Gateway Valley Center in Youngstown as one of the success stories, opening in 2012 with millions of dollars in investment from Higher Education Partners. HEP's website indicates that the college decided to expand its partnership with Eastern Gateway in Warren. However, property transfer records maintained in the Trumbull County Auditor's Office list the Warren Building's owner as a Store Master Funding the Sixth LLC of Scottsdale, Arizona. Mahoning County Auditor's records list the Store Master Funding 6 as owner of the Eastern Gateway's Youngstown location at 101 East Federal Street. The Mahoning County Auditor's website lists Perrick as a taxpayer for the college's Youngstown site. Records show Store Master paid $510,000 for the Warren building and $5.5 million for the Youngstown structure. Store Master officials could not respond for telephone messages that were seeking comment. That sounds a little sketchy.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From the Vindicator, Shepherd of the Valley, students honor Queen of Poland with surprise parade and pep rally. Posing for pictures beneath a Welcome to Bulldog Country banner, a blue and white Queen of Poland sash draped across her, Sarah Hill Strock started to cry. Tears of joy, she exclaimed. The 9-year-old was surprised, delighted, and feeling a little sentimental when a group of Poland Seminary high school students showed up Monday at Shepherd of the Valley to surprise. Sorry, I changed. I thought I had it ready, too. Bummer. To surprise